If you're ever wondering if you're progressing on an instrument, you have to look at those around you who live with you and hear you progress. Certainly, your teacher, you want to play good for them, but in the end, you're supposed to make mistakes in front of your teacher and work things out. It's like a car that goes into the technician shop, and the technician opens it up and finds the little problems that makes the engine better and makes the tires better, and thus you bring your car to the technician for the technician to find problems to thus improve it. Otherwise, what does the technician have to do? I am your technician. I'm your cello coach, and I'm here to help you improve. So you come into this garage with the intent of us finding mistakes. But when you drive out, you're nice and shiny and clean, and you're running nice. But it's those people that ride along with you in your car who realize, wait a minute, the car is riding nicely. People who don't know anything about cars will say those things, and that's more important. So the people you live with, the people that hear you progress, when they finally say, that's all right, that's one of the best compliments you can get. And I bring up the story of Miss Charity. Charity was a lady who came to me in her 40s who had never single once in her life played a note in her life. She could sing a little bit to the radio, but that was it. And then she decided to play cello. I taught her how to read music and play the instrument. At the time, she had two teenage children, one daughter, one son. Son in particular, every time she pulled out the cello, small apartment, he would leave. And then one day she comes to lesson, sits down, is very emotional. She says to me, Jonathan, today something special happened. I pulled out my cello. I went to warm up. And my son there was walking by and says, Mom, I no longer have to run out of the room when you pull this thing out. Now that's a great compliment from a teenager. And then he walks out of the room. But that's interesting is months later, or I think, yeah, months later, she's playing something like that over and over. And there he is studying on the couch and he falls asleep to her music. And she told me that, and she took me a picture of him crashed on his couch. And that was quite possibly the best compliment she could have ever get, playing her teenage son to sleep with her cello music. So just remember, the people that hear you progress, even though they may not be so versed in music, their opinion matters too.